Hi there, welcome. Today I wanted to share my techniques and my warm-ups for getting into backbends. So this is a bit of an advanced practice, and I would definitely recommend getting a little more familiar with your own practice before launching into something like the kind of deep backbends that we're going to work on today. However, if you wanted to just jump in as more of an unfamiliar practitioner, you can just skip things or modify things along the way and just maybe feel inspired. But I do love backbends, and so I'm excited to share this. This is kind of one of my favorite things to do. So we'll start off in a child's pose. Okay, toes touching, sitting on your heels, and just drop your forehead down low. And I like to start here. Rather than trying to rush into anything, I like to give my body a little time just to relax in the low back and then the hips, and also in the upper body as well. And we want to start to breathe deeply and just kind of connect. It's always nice to notice how you're feeling coming into a practice. Okay, every day is different. And just notice what you're coming into your practice with, physically, mentally, and emotionally, and even energetically. Okay, hopefully you notice your low back kind of releasing and letting go as you spend more time here. And the hips will probably feel a little softer as well. But we're going to start to activate this child's pose, maybe with a little rocking into each hip side to side. Maybe you start to reach your hands out away from you and start to open up the armpits toward the floor. Okay, and I like to pair this with some spider hands, with the fingertips pressing down into the floor and the elbows trying to lift up. So we're starting to wake up that upper body here. And remember to keep your breath nice and big in your child's pose. Okay, so keeping that upper body awake. Okay, we're going to start to walk the hands out to the right, keeping those hands gently pressing into the floor. Still lifting the palms and the elbows. Maybe starting to move your hips over to the left, really opening up that left side. And remember, your breath is one of your most important tools in your practice. If you ever feel tense in a posture, you can always call in your breath to bring a little more freedom and space. Let's add a twist here. We'll take the left arm under the right, dropping that left shoulder. Okay, dropping the left side of your head. And then maybe you want to extend your elbows here. You can join your hands and really extend your elbows, finding some big twisty space here in your spine. And take care to keep your shoulders away from your ears here. I know it's tempting to let the neck kind of squinch and collapse. Let's keep it nice and open. Okay, let's bring it back through center. Hands walking through center and over to the left. Again, take a moment just to start to lift the elbows, move the hips away from your hands. And breathe into that right side. Okay, keeping active arms. Let's twist it here. Let's send the right arm underneath the left, dropping the right shoulder, dropping the right ear. Maybe interlace your fingers and extend your elbows with your longest neck. Big breath. Don't be afraid to breathe deeply here. Okay, as you're ready, we're going to bring this back through center. And let's start to move and get a little more dynamic. Come on up to hands and knees. And we'll start with some cat-cows. Spread your fingers wide. Let's start to move this spine all around. So with your inhale, pull your heart forward into a cow pose. I really like to emphasize the pulling and the heart moving forward. With your exhale, push the floor away. Round your spine, tuck your chin. Okay. And let's do several more like that. Inhale, pull your spine into extension. Exhale, push your spine into flexion. So we can make this not only a front to back movement, but I like to make it kind of a side to side, kind of a snaky movement that rolls into the sides of the ribs. We want to imagine kind of working out all the kinks in the spine and the shoulders and starting to warm things up. Okay, bring it back to a flat back here for a moment. We're going to add something to our cat-cow shape. We're going to take the right leg up and out with a bend in the right knee and your pointy toe. And it's like you're trying to kind of kick yourself with that right heel, so keep it nice and close to you. So just like we're doing a cat-cow, just like we did before, with your inhale, pull your heart forward. See if you can move that right toe towards your head. And with your exhale, pull the right knee towards your nose. So we're just making this movement a little more interesting. Same idea though. Inhale for your cow shape. Exhale for your cat shape. Keep it going. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do one more. And let's hold it. Inhale here. Pull that toe towards your head and hold it right here. Use your hands to really pull and remember to breathe. See if you could bring the heel a little closer to your glute and then lift the knee a little higher. 3, 2, and 1. Release that. Let's switch sides. Let's make that same little tail with the left leg. Pointy toe, bent at the knee. Do your best to keep the hips level even though it's challenging. Let's go. Inhale for cow shape. Point that tail at your head. Exhale for cat shape. Knee to nose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Okay, moving that maybe 2 more times, just like that. Inhale. And exhale. This time, let's hold it. Bring that toe toward the back of your head and hold. Okay, bend the knee a little more. Lift the knee a little more. 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Okay, tuck your toes here. Bring the hips up and back. Find a downward facing dog. And let's walk it out in your downward facing dog. Pedaling your heels out. Okay, I like to give the shoulders some rolling. Okay, let's start to get a little more bendy in the spine with some rolling downward facing dog shapes. Okay, so we want to imagine that that spine is very wavy, and we're going to be moving through a plank and a downward facing dog. So let's just try that at first. Move forward to a plank on your inhale, shoulders over wrists, and press it back to down dog on your exhale. Okay, plain and simple, just like that. Inhale, plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, so I want you to keep moving between these two shapes. Very fluid, just at your own rhythm, okay? But we're gonna add some elements. With your inhales to plank, imagine rounding your spine as you move forward so that you're looking at your belly button almost, okay? With your exhales to downward facing dog, I want you to extend your spine like a cow shape and press it back as you're looking forward, okay? So it's almost like you're doing an inhale with a cat spine. And it's almost like you're doing an exhale with a cow spine. You remember that cat-cow spine shape? We're just mixing that into our plank and our dog. So inhale, roll it forward. Exhale, roll it back. Okay, keep your grip on the floor. You're strong, pushing down into your arms. Keep your breath. Now we can make this even more wavy With your inhales, as you bring your heart forward, maybe you start to let your hips drop towards your hands as you transition to that cow spine and press it back. Okay, you decide how deep you want to let those hips sink. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Okay, just kind of opening up the front of the body. Maybe one more like that. Inhale to your plank, find that little gentle back bend shape. And exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. From here, we're gonna walk all the way to the hands. Take a moment to let your spine hang here. So you might bend your knees nicely and grab the elbows. We're just gonna swing a little bit. Let the spine hang in traction. Working out and kind of hanging out any tension that we might have in the low back. Okay, one of my favorite ways to prepare for back bending is twisting. Okay, it can be so powerful. So go ahead and walk your feet a bit wide here, maybe as wide as your mat or even wider. Okay, and I'm going to turn sideways on my space so that my words make sense with what you're seeing if you need a little visual reference here. So we have the toes pointed forward-ish. The feet are mat width or even wider. Okay, we're going to take this into a little inverted twist. So make sure those knees are nice and bent, and you modify if you ever feel pain or strain. Go ahead and walk your right hand over to your left ankle and grab it on the outside. Grab it nice and tight, okay? We're going to be using it to tug on a bit, okay, in a gentle way. And so the right arm is crossed over. The left arm is underneath the right. So if your arms are making an X, the right elbow is in front, okay? The left arm is going to cross over and grab your right ankle, okay, with that left hand. So for some folks, this is quite enough. You can stay here, okay? Permission to stay. If you're feeling great though, and you want to really work that twist, you're going to take your right ear and bring it closer to your right bicep. So it's almost like you can put your right ear on that right bicep and you're starting to twist. You're looking over to the right, okay? Permission to stay here, or you can use your arms to gently pull so that your head actually turns and looks forward. And you can even take your right bicep behind your ear here if you like and find a nice deep twist. So whatever makes sense for you, hold, and we're just gonna breathe here. Okay, we want a long neck, of course, so if you feel your shoulders kind of squinching by your ears, do your best to move the shoulders up and away from your ears. And you can always bend your knees more or extend them more to make it feel just right. Okay, this twist should feel great all the way up and down your spine. How about one more big breath here? Okay, we can bring ourselves through center here. I'd say just keep your arms crossed, and just to make it easy on yourself, just take the right arm up, pass it under the left, and put the right hand back on the left ankle. So we just switch the crossing of the arms. With our arm X now, the left arm is on the top. Okay, it's closer to your face. And we'll do the opposite here. You can stay here, or you can take your left ear to your left bicep. So you're initiating the twist here. Permission to stay just like this with the knees bent for a more gentle twist. Or if all is going well, you feel comfortable here, you can start to tug on your legs gently so that your left bicep kind of passes behind your ear and your head is kind of hanging more freely toward the ground. Big breath here. All up and down the ribs, all up and down the spine, breathing into that space. Your breath is going to be so important in your back bends. So it's always good to cultivate it. How about one more really lovely breath here? Okay, we can release that twist. Okay, shimmy those feet back toward each other so that they're under your hips and they're nice and parallel. And I'll turn sideways again. Okay, but we are in the same place. Let's roll it up. Take a big breath in, roll yourself up nice and slow. We're gonna find a little tiny back bend moment here. Lift that heart nice and high. Maybe lift your hands, lift your gaze too. Think of pushing those heels down and drawing the belly button up and in towards your spine to look up. Maybe think of lifting that sternum a little bit. Okay, with your exhale, hinge and fold it all the way down. We're gonna do that a few more times. Again, inhale, roll yourself up. Lift that heart. Maybe lift it a little higher this time. Push down into your foundation and lift your heart. Again, exhale, hinge and fold it all the way down. One more, just like that. Inhale, lift that heart high. Really, really high. Push down into your feet. Exhale, hinge it all the way down. Nice. Palms are down on the floor here. Walk your feet back to a downward facing dog. Okay, let's start to get the right leg up in the sky. Start to move the legs away from each other. We're gonna get the right leg up and just do little pulses, getting that right glute warmed up. Try to keep your hips level for now, okay? I like to even come up on my fingertips here, just getting warm in this down dog, and maybe even coming up on the left tippy toes. Okay, just making a big dynamic shape here. Maybe you start to move your heart forward like you're looking at your hands. Okay, lift, maybe 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna come back down on my palms here. Let's scorpion this right leg, pointing the toes to the left. Now hold your scorpion here for a moment, pushing your heart back toward the back of your space. Maybe coming up on those left tippy toes if it feels nice. We're gonna see if we feel like dropping the right toes to the floor on the left. The left side is gonna become pretty much exactly like a side plank here. The right tippy toes are gonna be on the floor. Okay, we are in a wild thing or a flip dog. Maybe you feel like getting the right arm up. Maybe you stay here, it's more of a side stretch here, more of a side plank feeling. Maybe you feel like lifting your heart up to the sky here. You can even drop the right hand toward the floor. It becomes more of a back bend. Take a few breaths here. Peeling open your heart to the sky. Think of pushing the floor down, lifting your heart up. Remember to breathe deeply, focusing on your inhales in your back bends. One more breath. We're gonna spin it back around. The right hand comes back to the floor. The right leg comes back in the sky. Maybe just for fun, bend that right knee, point the toe at the back of your head. I'll set the right foot down, back to downward facing dog. Okay, let's do the other side. Maybe up on your fingertips, up on the right tippy toes, we're gonna lift the left leg, lift, 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 lift. Okay, just kind of pulsing out that left leg, waking up the back of the leg, the glutes. Maybe even extending your spine a little bit to look at your hands. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down to the palms now. Bend that left knee, scorpion the hip, open it up. Toes pointing to the right. We're pressing the hips back, okay? And the heart to the back of your space. Permission to stay here in your scorpion, or maybe drop those left toes to the floor on the right. The right side looks just like a side plank. The left tippy toes are down. So we can keep this more of a side opening with the left hand reaching up, looking out to the side of your space, or you can start to look up and make it more of a back bend. Yogi's choice. Okay, breathing here, lift that heart. Nice, big breaths. Should feel exhilarating and fun, never stressful. If you ever feel stress, strain, or pain, you just take a break. bring it back around. Left hand back on the floor, right hand up, left leg up, the left leg up in the sky. Just for fun, bend that left knee, try and point the toe at the back of your head. And then let it go. All right, let's play around a little bit. Inhale here, find a plank. With your exhale, maybe hop or step to your hands, big fold. Come halfway up on your inhale. Really accentuate the extension, the unrolling of your spine here as you look forward. And exhale, fold it down. Again, just like that, halfway up on your inhale and roll your spine to look forward. Exhale down. One more time, inhale halfway up. And exhale all the way down. Nice. Palms are down here. Come back to your plank on your inhale. You can hop it or step it. We're coming all the way down. We're going to play on the floor a little bit. So with your exhale here, all the way down. Inhale here. Lift your arms and legs up. Go ahead and reach your hands back. And then exhale, let it go. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift up off the floor. Looking down so your neck is neutral. Exhale, let it go. One more like that. Lift and hold right here. Okay, looking down, keeping your neck really long and soft. Maybe bend your right leg. See if you can grab the right hand for the right foot and start to lift that foot up in the sky. Holding and breathing, using the back of your body to lift and open the front. Okay, maybe lifting that knee a little higher, lifting the foot a little higher. The more you kind of tug back on the foot with your hand, the better, right? Okay, release the left leg, but release the right leg, okay, and keep floating. Let's do the left. Bend the left knee, grab the left ankle on the outside there, and think of lifting that left foot high in the sky. Keep breathing. Lift the knee, pull with the arm a little bit more. It's all connected. Find that back body strength here. How about one more big breath with the left leg? Half bow, okay? And then release that. Let's try both, okay? Bend both knees, grab both ankles. I like to grab where the ankle and the foot join, okay? And here we go. We're gonna extend all the knees as much as we like. Trying to keep the back of the neck really long here. You might find yourself rocking in your pose, okay? If everything's feeling great and you can really lift those feet, lift the knees, you might try grabbing the inside of the foot just for a little variety. Holding and breathing in your shape. If grabbing the inside of the foot is okay, you might try flexing your ankle, making a really big right angle out of your ankle. And you can grab it with that, you can grab the top of your foot, okay, with one arm. I can only do one at a time, so maybe you have to do one at a time. You can grab the top of the foot, and again, lift the knees, kick the feet away, but pull them back with your arms. Big breath here, stretching open the front of the body. Maybe even just for fun, you can bring those feet towards your head. Okay, just taking one more breath here, whatever feels nice, just really opening up the front of the body. Okay, as you're ready to come out slowly. There's no rush, okay? Drop those hands under your shoulders. Press it up to a downward facing dog. Okay, welcome back, walk it out. So starting to feel a good bit warmer, okay? Those back bends are so exhilarating and exciting, and you definitely feel kind of the rush of adrenaline when you practice those back bends. So Got to keep coming back to these grounding shapes like downward facing dog. Just stay connected. So let's play around a little bit with our shapes. Bring your right leg up in the sky. Take a big breath in. Just for fun, look at your hands. Point that right toe at the back of your head. With your exhale, swing that right foot forward. Drop it outside your right hand. We're going to drop the back knee, okay? We're going to come up into a low lunge and start to really activate the legs against the floor. So both legs pushing down into the floor. Make sure that your low back is protected with your belly muscles moving inward. And that your pelvic floor is engaged, so you're moving your two knees inward toward each other. And you're feeling some gentle resistance of the legs against the floor. Okay, that's how we know that our shape is solid and safe. Maybe get those hands up overhead. Let's start to look up here as you push down into the ground. And finding a big space across the front body. Okay, we can start to twist the shape. So if you open your arms wide, okay, and look out to the right, we're gonna start to twist it. Okay, we're gonna start to drop the right hand down and lift the left hand up. And you can put your right fingers on the floor if you like. You can even put them on the back of your right leg. And so feel free to stay right here. We have a nice stretch across the front body and a nice little back extension and a twist going all at the same time. Lots going on, okay? So just breathe and enjoy the shape. If you feel pretty good here, okay, and you want to move into maybe a deeper back bend or just kind of explore further, we're gonna start to bend that left knee. And you could pull the left foot in by your glute, okay, with the right hand. And just kind of feel that shape, okay? That might be quite enough, okay? If you like here, you can flex that left ankle, okay? Flexing it kind of like we did when we were belly down doing that bow pose. And you're gonna flex the ankle and grab the top of the left foot with your right hand. The right elbow is pointing down here. The right palm is facing up. Okay? If everything's going well, you can flip that right elbow up. Okay? The left fingertips can drop on the floor here by your left knee for a little extra stability. Okay, I like to stabilize here. And we're just gonna breathe. We might even continue to push the floor with the legs. We might even let the head drop toward that left foot. Who knows? Hold and breathe in your shape. Big inhales. Big exhales. Ooh. Okay, maybe one more breath here. Okay, nice to really keep the back of the neck open even though it's challenging. Come out slowly as you're ready in the opposite order, okay? We can point the right elbow to the right, release the foot, and drop those hands down in front. Whew, coming out of this lunge, up into a three-leg dog. So hands down in front, we're gonna tuck the back toes, send the right leg up in the sky. Okay, just for fun, bend that right knee, point the toes to the left. And let's see if we can drop that left toe to the floor. Okay, remember this shape? Okay, flip dog. So, right toes, tippy toe. The left side is like a side plank. Maybe, because we're a bit warmer now, we can flip the heart up and bring that right hand all the way to the floor. And we are magically in a full back bend here, breathing deeply. So remember, to keep your belly muscles actively pulling in towards your spine. Okay, you're gonna try to get your shoulders over your wrists if you could. The knees are pointing forward. Pushing that floor away. How about one more big breath wherever you are? Okay, coming out of your back bend shape. Right hand up in the sky. We're gonna flip that right hand back to the floor. Okay, flip it over with the right leg back up in the sky, 3-leg dog. For fun, point the toe at the back of your head. And then let it go. Downward facing dog. Okay. Let's take a little vinyasa before we do the other side. Inhaling here, find a plank. Exhaling, hop or step to your hands. Fold it. On your inhale, come halfway up. Exhale and fold. 2 more times like that. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale and fold it. 1 more. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale to fold it. Okay, palms down. Inhale here, back to your plank. Hop it or step it. Exhale all the way down. Okay, palms under shoulders here. We're gonna play with a little different back bend, a little belly down back bend. So we tried a half bow and a bow shape before. That was fun. Let's play around with something different here. Okay, with your hands under your shoulders, inhale yourself up to a little cobra shape. You're gonna think of pulling your heart up and open. And then exhale, set it down. Okay, really exaggerate the pulling feeling. 2 more times. Inhale, pull that heart up, maybe a little higher this time. Exhale, set it down. Once more. Inhale, pull it up. Now let's hold this one. Hold this one, okay? I want you to really exaggerate that pulling forward feeling. Maybe start to bend your knees, okay? Those toes want to come toward the back of your head. So, permission to stay here, but we also have permission to scooch the hands back a little bit and maybe start to pull the top of the head towards your toes and your toes towards your head. So breathing here. It's really hard to talk while you're here. Okay, but keeping the back of the neck as open as you can. Maybe 1 more breath into your big chest. And then let it go. Okay, tuck your toes. Press it up and back. I'll meet you in a downward facing dog. Walk it out. Okay, let's see what happens on the left side. Here we go. Inhaling here, left leg up in the sky. Maybe point those toes at your head for funsies. Look at your hands. Exhale, swing it forward to a lunge on the left side. Drop the back knee, and you can use the left leg to press it up. All right, so get your foundation first, okay? Sometimes I get excited. I just want to jump up into a posture. But it's so much more rewarding and so much more effective when I really work my foundation first, okay? I hope the same is true for you. So drop into both legs equally. We're pushing the earth away with 2 legs. We're drawing the knees inward toward each other slightly to activate the pelvic floor. And we have the low back protected with the belly muscles pulling inward. Okay, from there, so much more rewarding to lift that heart and open it up. Holding and breathing here, lifting that heart. Now we're gonna start to add our twist here, okay? So twisting to the left, open the arms wide. And start to drop the left hand and lift the right. Hold and breathe here in your shape. Okay, this is great if you just wanna stay like this. We've already got a back bend going. We've already got a big opening, okay? We can stay. We can start to play with bending that right knee and pulling the right heel in. We can decide how close we want to bring it, okay? And just play around here. Okay, once we think we want to move deeper into this pose, we're gonna flex the right ankle, okay? Flex it. The left elbow is gonna bend and point down. The left palm is facing up, okay? Very important. You're gonna grab the top of the foot there and start to point the elbow out and then up. Now you can use the right fingers down on the floor. I like to use them for a little support. And we can start to breathe here, working the foot toward the head and vice versa. Breathing into your heart. Keep pushing the floor. When you're ready to come out, you point the left elbow back out to the left, release the foot, and we can bring it back through to a lunge. Hands down in front. Whew, soak up that back bend glitter. Okay, let's get the left leg in the sky. We're gonna scorpion it, and we're gonna see what happens on this side, okay? Scorpion. Allow the toe to drop to the floor. Find that flip dog. So the left tippy toe is down. The right side is essentially in a side plank. And we can start to lift the left side. Okay, maybe we can drop that left hand to the floor and start to cultivate a little back bend here, okay? So remember to push the floor away. Lift your belly up and in towards your spine. Breathe. Try to keep your knees and your elbows all in the same track, slightly squeezing inward. And remember to smile and not take it too seriously if your shape feels different than you expected. Just always have a good time. No pain, no strain, no stress. Opening up that front body. How about one more big breath here, yogis? Let's come out the way we came in, okay? Let's get the left arm up. We're gonna spin the left hand back to the floor. Okay, left leg back in the sky. 3-leg dog, point the toe at your head. And then set it down. Downward facing dog. Nice. Okay, from here, little vinyasa time. Inhale forward to a plank. Exhale to your hands, hop or step. And fold it. Halfway up for your inhale. And fold. 2 more. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale and fold. Last one. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale and fold it. All right. From here, let's roll it up nice and slow. Take your time. Roll it up, roll it up, roll it up. Okay, we've done some nice work. We've opened up the front of the body considerably. We've really warmed and kind of worked the back of the body. Now I just want to try dropping back into a back bend and finding our fullest back bend expression. And then it'll be about time for us to to neutralize that low back. Okay, any tweakiness we could have accumulated while doing our back bends. And then we'll cool it down and say goodbye for now. Okay, so from here, let's just try a little dropping back. We're gonna try just a little movement with the heart up first. So big breath in, reaching up, lift that heart up, push down into your heels. Feel the front of the body spreading open. And exhale, bring it down. 2 more, okay? We'll hold the 3rd one. So inhale, lifting that heart up, 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 push into the heels. And exhale, let it go. Okay, we'll hold the next one. Inhale, lift the heart up, 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 up. Now hold it here. Permission to stay here, okay? Maybe bend those knees a little bit. Maybe bend one knee more than the other. Who knows? I like a little knee bend on one side. We're gonna start to lift the heart way up. Maybe even, who knows, dropping your hands to your legs and starting to walk them back. So you could stay here for a long time. Maybe coming up, maybe coming down. Maybe start to look at the floor. Reach your hands behind you. You could drop down into your hands here and start to rock back and forth into your big full back bend. Okay, maybe doing fingertips and maybe doing toe tips, who knows? Big stretch to the chest. Remember, the knees point forward. You could try some fun variations here. I like to try walking the legs into extended knees. Okay, that's kind of fun. You could try that shape. Some folks like to, come on the tippy toes. You can kind of roll the tops of your feet out, okay? That's kind of a fun one. Trying both sides, rolling out the top of the feet. Might be fun to come all the way down to your elbows. Who knows? Okay, so breathing deeply here into that heart space. From here, if you wanted, you could extend the knees as well. Looking down at the floor, focusing on those inhales. How about one more breath? Feels really good. Okay, you're gonna start to walk yourself up out of whatever shape you got yourself into. Okay, back up on your hands if you were on your elbows. Let's see if we can come out the way we came in. We're gonna have to rock the weight into the feet. We're gonna have to get light on the fingertips. Maybe we can come all the way up to standing. Woo! Okay. Enjoy that back bend glitter. It is time to cool down. We did some great work today, but we always have to remember it's so important to neutralize the low back after we do our back bends. We don't want to just walk away like this. We have some work to do. We need to activate the abs and the core to neutralize and make sure everything's healthy and safe. So from here, come on down to your knees. I think this is kind of magical. So bring your awareness to your low back right now. More than likely, you've got a lot of sensation between your hips and your ribs. That low back was really worked, okay? Let's see how this goes. Drop your hands under your shoulders on all fours position, okay? Tuck your toes. Go ahead and hover your knees here. Okay, breathing. Start to wake up your abs. So I want you to try to keep your knees at a nice little hover, okay? Let's try this little challenge. Hovering your right knee, bring your left knee to your left elbow and bring it back to hover. Right knee to right elbow. Bring it back to hover. Keep breathing. Left and right. Left and right. Keep it up. Left. Right. Left. And right. Now we're gonna play with this. Bring the left knee to the left elbow, hold it there. Now send it straight across to the right. Back to the left, back to hover. Right, left, right, and hover. Left, right, left, and hover. Right, left, right, and hover. Left, right, left, and hover. One more on each side. Right, left, right, hover, left, right, left, hover, hold. We're not done. I want you to stabilize everything to the best of your ability. Try your best to isolate this movement, okay? You can do this. Reach forward with your right hand. Hold and breathe. Don't let the hips come up. Don't let the right shoulder lift. 3, 2, and 1. Right hand down, switch sides. Left arm forward, don't lift the left shoulder, don't lift the hips. 3, 2, and 1. Again on the right. 3, 2, and 1. On the left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Once more on the right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time on the left. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. Press yourself back to a child's pose here. Drop your head. Nice work. We're not quite done. We need to twist. Bring yourself up to a comfy seat. You can sit your hips to one side. Just whatever comfy seat you like, okay? Lotus works. Just a crisscross legs works. Anything works. Sit up nice and tall here. Maybe close your eyes. Nice work opening your heart today. Okay, keeping that heart open takes work, but it's good work. Staying compassionate with yourself first makes it easier to be compassionate with others. Okay, let's twist. Take the right hand to the left knee. Take the left hand behind you and look over your left shoulder. Breathe. Let's switch sides, okay? Left hand to right knee, right hand behind you. Look over the shoulder, breathe. Come back to center, yogis. Switch the crossing of your legs, okay? We're gonna walk the hands all the way out in front of you. Take a nice fold here. Use your fingers to press your hips down. Feel your low back spreading open. Big breath, big fold in your spine, really accentuating your exhales. Feel the back of your body opening up after we used it and we worked it and we twisted it and we compressed it. Open it all up. Breathe into the spaces between your shoulders and the back of your neck. Nice work. Okay, walk those hands back up and into center. Thanks so much for practicing with me.